Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Cornelius Camp of CorneliusCamp.com, school counselor by day, real estate agent by night. Before we go any further, if you have not become a subscriber to my channel, one, shame on you. Two, hit the subscribe button and make sure you become a subscriber if you want to learn any and everything about the wonderful world of real estate. I cover everything from a broker's perspective, which is what I am, and then I also cover everything from a buyer or a seller's perspective because I was actually in one of those positions previously. That's actually how I got into real estate. So I go over things like real estate marketing trends, marketing tactics, lead generation. I cover social media strategies. I cover the different real estate markets, mainly in Chicago because that's where I hang my license. But I do try to, cover different markets around the U.S. and then also every now and then we'll venture internationally. And then I also cover real estate experiences, real estate trends, real estate experiences. Again, like I mentioned, I was a buyer before, so I kind of know the perspective that you have from that point of view. But now I'm also a broker, so I kind of can give you my 5 years of experience. But then also at the same time, I've had the luxury to work alongside and maybe even sit down and rub elbows with some of the top producers here in the city of Chicago. So I've gathered some wisdom from them and conversations with them, and then maybe I can turn in turn give it to you, and hopefully that can help out your situation, whether you're a buyer, seller, or broker like myself. All right, so that's what my channel consists of. I hope that you enjoy it, and again, please become a subscriber. Today is the I'm gonna do a video on the word of the day, and I know this word is probably something that's kind of simple. A lot of you all probably know about it because it's one of the first things that you kind of find out when you start doing research on buying a property. And then it's also one of the first things that you find out as you're studying for your exam. But for whatever reason, I've come into a lot of situations and a lot of questions with this particular word for like the past week or so. So I thought, why not to just go ahead and make a video out of it. But the actual word is the earnest money deposit. There are a lot of things out there and speculations of what you should do and how much you should put down and so forth. I'm gonna just squash all of it and just go ahead and tell you like it is. Earnest money deposit is basically the money or the amount of money that you are willing to submit along with your offer to show how serious or to express how serious you are about purchasing the particular property. Um, I've heard a lot of people say, well, how much do you put down, or what's the standard? Like if you are trying to put a down payment, the standard can be 20% down if you're getting a conventional loan, or something as low as 3.5% if you're doing FHA. It kind of depends on it. Or do you want to do 10%? Whatever the case is, it kind of goes the same with the earnest money. I've heard some people say, oh, well, you put down 5% of the actual sale of the price, or whatever it is that you're offering. You put down 5%. I've heard some people say, oh, all I have to do is put down, $1,000, regardless of how much the sale is. If you're getting a $400,000 home or whatever it is, all I have to do is put down $1,000. I've even had people tell me that all they have to put down, or all they want to submit earnest money, is that they want to submit $1. And I'm like, serious, really? $1? Okay, well, if you want to, that's up to you. Rule of thumb, what we kind of do here in Chicago is that, like I mentioned before, we kind of do it 5% of the actual price, or the actual offer that you are submitting. And we do 2.5%, or maybe, like 2%, or maybe even 1% initially when you submit the offer. And then depending on the inspection, doing the attorney review and things like that, if everything goes well, then you submit the rest, or the remaining of the 5%. So, some people might want to do, well, I'll do 2.5 right now and then 2.5 afterwards. Or great, that's fine. Whatever it is that you want to do. But just a rule of thumb, just to again show how serious you are, because what's gonna happen is that you may come into a multiple offer situation, and the seller is going to look at both offers or all the offers that have come to him, and he's going to eventually make a decision. A lot of times he might make a decision on what's the most offer that he is getting for his property. But if that's not a big deal to him, he may see how serious is a person. Obviously, cash rules. So if you can pay everything up front, then you're probably going to win. A lot of people don't like to deal with financing. It takes a very, very long time, and a lot of sellers are impatient. So, but it just displays your seriousness. So if you go in there and you say, you know what, I'm gonna drop 5%, boom, from the jump, great. You know what, I think I can handle 10% right now. Let me go ahead and drop 10%. It's good. So that's something that you want to think about. But again, it's just basically the amount of money that you submit to express your seriousness when submitting an offer. You want to show, hey, the seller, this is how serious I am. I'm no, BSing around. I'm not playing no games. My lender's gonna close me for real. I've got the money. We shouldn't have any problems, because that's the biggest thing that worries a seller, is that you accept the offer and then you get excited, you start packing, you start getting ready to move, you go buy another house or whatever it is, and then something happens with this particular person or this particular lender, and then the deal doesn't go through. So now everybody's upset. So but that's my take on it. Again, that's the earnest money deposit. Just something to think about. It's again, a rule of thumb, just to do 5%, just to go ahead and make everyone happy. All right, 5% of it. So that was it. Like I mentioned earlier, I hope that you become a subscriber to my channel. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what it is that you might put down. Let me know if it's something that you want me to research or make a video about. I like to help people, and that's the whole purpose in doing these videos, is to try to help. Make sure you like it. Make sure you share. And if you need to get in contact with me for anything, you can reach me through social media. All of my contacts will be in the description box below. And like always, thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for listening. You guys take care. Have a great day. Be safe.